Welcome to our channel, where every destination becomes a doorway to wonder. Here we don't just explore locations, we chase experiences, moments, and the emotions that come with discovering the extraordinary. In this episode, we're embarking on a journey to witness the most breathtaking sunsets around the world. These are not just beautiful scenes, they are transformative, spiritual, and deeply personal. From arid deserts to tropical islands, ancient cities to silent fjords, we invite you to chase the perfect sunset with us. Don't forget to subscribe for more awe-inspiring travel stories. Let's begin the journey. 1. Isle of Skye, Scotland, the Highlands painted in fire. At the northern edge of Scotland lies the Isle of Skye, where rugged landscapes meet the mist of the North Atlantic. When the sun begins to descend, the Quiraing and the Old Man of Storr transform under strokes of crimson, gold, and amethyst. The wind whispers ancient tales across the cliffs, and the play of light on the lochs feels almost sacred. This is not just a sunset. It is a spiritual encounter with nature's raw essence. 2. Namib Desert, Namibia, silence beneath a crimson sky. In Namibia's Sossusvlei, the sun sets over a desert that feels timeless. Towering red dunes reflect the sun's descent in a spectacle of fire and shadow, while the ghostly trees of Dedvlei stand as silent sentinels to a world that feels both ancient and eternal. Here, the silence is profound, the beauty unforgettable. Isle of Pines, New Caledonia, turquoise waters and whispering pines. Located in the South Pacific, the Isle of Pines is often referred to as the closest island to paradise. As evening nears, tall pines frame the horizon, and the waters turn from blue to silver. The sky seems endless, and the air is filled with the scent of the sea. In this untouched corner of the world, the sunset invites deep reflection. 4. Banff National Park, Canada, glacial reflections of the divine. In Banffscape itself becomes a mirror to the sky. Standing at the edge of Moraine Lake or Lake Louise during golden hour, the surrounding peaks bathe in amber light. The glacier-fed water reflects every hue, from pink to indigo, creating a double masterpiece, above and below. The cold mountain air, the scent of pine, and the stillness of the water all add to a profound sense of serenity. Bukhara, Uzbekistan, the sunset over 1,000 years of history. In Bukhara, every minaret and mosaic holds centuries of stories. As the day ends, the golden light spills over madrasas and mosques, illuminating the turquoise domes and sandstone facades. From the rooftop of a caravanserai, you witness a city steeped in history, glowing under a timeless sky. The air carries both the warmth of the sun and the echoes of the Silk Road. 6. Ilahobox, Mexico, the sun melts into the Caribbean. Ilahobox remains a sanctuary from the modern world. Here you'll find flamingos crossing the lagoon and hammocks swaying over shallow waters. As the sun sets behind the sea, the sky blazes in sherbet colors, mirrored perfectly in the tranquil Caribbean tide. Hobox teaches you that peace is a place, and that place is bathed in sunset. 7. Wadi Rum, Jordan, desert dreams and golden dust. The Valley of the Moon, as Wadi Rum is often called, is like stepping into another planet. With its red sandstone cliffs and vast, open space, the desert glows like embers as the sun disappears behind the dunes. Shadows stretch endlessly, and the entire landscape breathes with the warmth of the sun's farewell. In the company of Bedouins and stars, the desert sunset becomes a memory etched in soul. 8. Yosemite National Park, USA, granite monuments in the twilight. The grandeur of Yosemite reaches its crescendo at sunset. As El Capitan and Half Dome catch the fading light, the granite faces turn gold, then rose, then deep blue. From Glacier Point or Tunnel View, you'll see the valley fall into shadow while the sky remains alive with color. There's no better place to witness nature's cathedral than this. 9. Okavango Delta, Botswana, wildlife in the golden hour. Imagine drifting silently in a Mokoro canoe through a delta rich with life. As elephants cross the water and birds return to their nests, the sun lowers and the entire wetland shimmers with liquid light. The Okavango Delta is one of the few places on Earth where sunset is not only seen, but heard and felt in every sense. Here, nature sings a lullaby of peace and power. 10. Nisseros, Greece, Aegean sunsets over volcanic lands. On the island of Nisseros, a lesser-known gem of the Dodecanese, sunsets take on a volcanic intensity. From the edge of the caldera, you watch the sun vanish behind steaming earth and whitewashed villages perched along the rim. The contrast of ancient geology and Hellenic charm is mesmerizing. 11. Patagonia, Chile, the southern wind and mountain flames. In the jagged peaks of Torres del Paine, the wind carries the chill of the Andes and the light of the setting sun. The granite towers catch the last fire of day, reflecting it onto glacial lakes and endless steppe. It is a place where Earth still feels wild and infinite. 12. Hampi, India, temples and time at twilight. As dusk falls over the boulder-strewn ruins of Hampi, the past and present blur. The ancient temples glow softly under the fading sun, and the Tungabhadra River glistens with gold. From Atanga Hill, the world below feels like a painting in motion. It is history wrapped in light, dust, and devotion. 13. Rhine, Norway. Arctic twilight in a fishing village. Nestled within the Lofoten Islands, Rhine offers a fjord-framed sunset that defies description. As the polar twilight sets in, the snow-covered peaks light up briefly before darkness claims the Arctic again. It is both powerful and delicate, like the last line of a poem. The silence in Rhine is not empty, it is sacred. Tofino, Canada. Pacific calm under a golden canopy. On Vancouver Island's west coast, Tofino is surrounded by dense forests, rugged beaches, and the open Pacific. As surfers ride their last waves, the sky explodes in vibrant oranges and blues, mirrored in tide pools and wet sand. Nature feels near, and the modern world slips away. 15. Valle de la Luna, Bolivia. Shadows on a sculpted earth. In the Moon Valley outside La Paz, the otherworldly rock formations glow under the sinking sun. The entire desert shifts in color, from bleached beige to rose to deep burnt umber. You stand among alien peaks, watching as light sculpts their contours with masterful grace. It is Earth, but not as you've known it. 16. Kauai, Hawaii. Cliffs and cloud light over the Pacific. Kauai, the oldest of the Hawaiian Islands, wears its age with grace. Nowhere is this more evident than along the Na Pali coast, where ridged emerald cliffs plunge into the ocean and waterfalls cascade into secret valleys. At sunset, golden light bleeds through mist and foliage, making the cliffs shimmer like a living cathedral. From a catamaran or helicopter, the view feels like something whispered by the gods. This is not just a place, it's a reverence. "17. Avenue of the Baobabs, ancient trees at twilight. In western Madagascar, along a dusty road outside Morondava, baobab trees, some over 800 years old, rise like pillars into the sky. At sunset, the horizon stretches wide and uninterrupted, while the trees cast shadows like sundials from another era. The scene is poetic and mythic, soaked in gold and dust. Children play in the dirt, the air smells of wood smoke, and time seems to pause with the light. 18. Blyde River Canyon, South Africa, a river carved by time and light. One of the largest canyons in the world, Blyde River Canyon offers an unexpected softness. As the sun lowers, it warms the cliffs and paints the river in tones of bronze and blue. The panorama from God's window lives up to its name, offering a divine view of a living, breathing continent. This is Africa in motion, yet still, a paradox in every sunset. 19. Komodo Island, Indonesia, dragon peaks and molten skies. Best known for its giant Komodo dragons, the island itself is a wonder. As you climb the rolling hills of Padar Island before sunset, the sea unfolds below in every shade of sapphire. The sun descends between the sharp peaks and the world holds its breath. With untouched beaches and sweeping views, Komodo offers sunsets that are as wild and bold as the creatures it protects. 20. Kotor, Montenegro. Medieval beauty beneath the dying light. Walled in by mountains and opening into a deep fjord-like bay, the town of Kotor is a medieval time capsule. As the sun sets, its light glints off stone walls, ancient rooftops, and church towers that haven't changed in centuries. From the top of San Giovanni Fortress, the whole bay of Kotor is lit with fire before the night cools it into silver. 21. Socotra, Yemen, the alien island at golden hour. Socotra, isolated in the Arabian Sea, hosts species and landscapes found nowhere else. Its dragon blood trees resemble upside-down umbrellas, silhouetted against a burning sky. The sands are white, the sea aquamarine, and the sky at sunset is lavender and deep rose. There is an eerie, quiet beauty here, one that lingers long after the sun disappears. 22. Pyrenees, France, whispers of light between peaks. Stretching between France and Spain, the Pyrenees are often overlooked in favor of the Alps, but their magic is subtler and more personal. Small chapels dot the ridges, and sheep bells echo through the air. At sunset, the sky glows gently across fields of alpine flowers, and the mountains seem to embrace the light like an old friend. It's a place for thinkers, writers, and those who crave beauty with solitude. 23. Palawan, Philippines. Liquid gold over limestone cliffs. Palawan is nature's sculpture garden. Massive karst cliffs rise vertically from turquoise water, creating hidden lagoons and dramatic coves. At sunset, these towering silhouettes cut black shapes across an orange horizon. Boats drift gently in quiet bays, and the air smells of salt and mango trees. There is peace in the simplicity here, and unspoken elegance in every reflection. 24. Faroe Islands, where the ocean meets the sky in silence. These isolated isles in the North Atlantic remain wild and wind-torn. Villages are few, sheep outnumber people, and the cliffs drop straight into a crashing sea. But when the sun breaks through at the end of the day, beams of light pierce the cloud layer like holy spotlights. It is a stark kind of beauty, pure, unfiltered, and sacred. 25. Lhasa, Tibet. Sunset on the roof of the world. There is no sunset like the one seen from the high terraces of the Potala Palace. Perched at 12,000 feet above sea level, this ancient monastery fortress glows like a beacon against the Himalayan dusk. As the city grows quiet, the sky transitions from bright coral to a deep indigo, wrapping the mountains in shadow. Up here, where the air is thin and the silence deep, the setting sun feels closer than ever. The sunset is never just the end. Sunsets are not merely endings, they are transformations. They signal the conclusion of a day, but also the beginning of reflection, of rest, and of dreams. In every corner of the world, they look different. Some loud and bursting with color, others quiet and solemn, but all of them in their own language speak to the soul. They remind us to slow down, to look up, to breathe. And in doing so, they connect us, across continents and cultures, to a shared sense of awe. If you felt even a fraction of that wonder today, then you've traveled further than geography alone can carry you. And if your heart now longs to stand beneath a painted sky somewhere new, then the journey has just begun. This was Chasing the Perfect Sunset, the most stunning views on Earth. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share your favorite sunset memory in the comments, and let us know which destination we should chase next. We'll see you at the edge of the next horizon.